Start. Shri K. K. Baghel, Learned Senior Counsel for the petitioner, has submitted that the specific case of the prosecution at the time of the hearing of the first bail application before the High Court was that a huge sum of money amounting to rupees 50 lakhs was withdrawn from an account of the Muthoot maintained in ICICI Bank, Kanchipuram, for being paid to the hirelings. Stop. The same stand was taken by the prosecution when the second bail application was heard by the High Court. Stop. In the two orders passed by the High Court by which the bail petitions were rejected, the plea of the state that the money was withdrawn from the account of the so and so in ICICI Bank, Kanchipuram, for payment to the hirelings is clearly mentioned. Stop. When the special leave petition was heard for admission on 17/12/2004, a detailed order was passed by this court wherein the state was directed to give particulars of the bank account wherefrom money is alleged to have been withdrawn by the petitioner for payment to the assailants, and also to produce the copy of the account and the passbook, if any, seized by the investigating agency. Stop. However, in the statement in reply which has been filed in this court by the state on 6/1/2005, a different stand is taken that an agreement had been entered into for sale of 50 acres of land wherein an advance of rupees 50 lakhs in cash was received on 30/4/2004, and an endorsement regarding receipt of the said amount was made on the reverse side of the first page of the agreement. Stop. It was this money which was retained in cash by the petitioner all along, from which payment was made to the hirelings after the conspiracy was hatched. Soon after the receipt of the alleged letter dated 30/8/2004, sent by the deceased, which was described as last warning. Stop. No documents of the account in ICICI Bank have been produced in support of the plea, which was twice taken by the prosecution before the High Court while opposing the prayer for bail made by the petitioner. Stop. Para. Shri Baghel has submitted that in view of Section 30 of the Evidence Act, confession of a co-accused is a very weak type of evidence which can at best be taken into consideration to lend assurance to the prosecution case stop. He has referred to the decision of the Supreme Court in Vikram Sahu versus State of UP, Year 1949 SC 257, wherein it was observed that confession of the accused is obviously evidence of a very weak type and it did not come within the definition of evidence contained in Section 3 as it is not required to be given on oath nor in the presence of the accused and it cannot be tested by cross-examination stop. It was held that the confession of an accused person is not evidence in the ordinary sense of the term as defined in Section 3 and it cannot be made the foundation of a conviction and can only be used in support of other evidence stop. Overall,